was standing at the edge of a 10-meter diving board, staring down at the water below. My heart was pounding, my knees felt like jelly, and every instinct was shouting at me to not do this. But I knew there was no way I was going down those stairs again. That was it. The moment I had to do something I was afraid of, without anything to gain except the knowledge that I could. Standing on that diving board, it felt like I was way higher than 10 meters. The climb up the ladder had felt endless, each step amplifying the weight of the decision that awaited me. From this height, I saw parts of the swimming pool facility that I had never seen before. My mind was racing and I was looking down the side of the board to ensure there was nobody swimming, before I looked at my friend who had just done the jump I was about to do. I felt like the stakes were really high, although I also knew that nobody would care if I didn't do the jump. Well, except me. I knew that I had to do it to not only prove that I could face my fears, but also overcome them. Finally, I had enough. I stood at the back of the board, took 3 steps, concentrating on them, and jumped off. And after I took the jump, everything else took care of its own. My stomach turned and all kinds of swear words shot up my head. And then with a big splash, I hit the water. The impact went through my whole body. And as I went up towards the surface, gasping for air, I knew that I had done it. And that feeling was incredible. I had faced the stupid fear and overcome it. So why am I sharing this story? Sometimes a single experience can shift a perspective in surprising ways. Facing my fear of heights by jumping off that diving board wasn't just about overcoming a phobia. It was a lesson in overcoming or tackling any challenge that might seem daunting. The fear of heights is common, but another widespread challenge is the anxiety of approaching someone you might be interested in. If you've ever been in that situation, you know the self-doubt, the swirling thoughts, and the what-ifs that might hold you back. Later that same day on which I did the jump, I found myself in exactly that situation. I locked eyes a few times with a beautiful girl and really hesitated a lot, had these self-doubts in my head whether I should approach her or not. And after battling with my own hesitation, I realized that I was in the exact same situation that I was earlier that day, just in a different context. So when I realized that, I knew that I had to make the same decision that I made that morning. I had to make the jump, take the first step. And so I did. I approached her and ended up meeting an incredible person. But here's the key. Just like with the jump, the hardest thing is to take that first step into that conversation. Once you take that first step, whether it's off the diving board or into a conversation, you've already conquered the toughest hurdle. And trust me, the relief and sense of accomplishment that follow are immense, regardless of the outcome. Well, except if you land on your belly, I guess. That would hurt. So next time you find yourself in a similar position, hesitant to make that first move, then remember that the initial step may be the scariest part, yet everything that follows can lead to something way better than you expect. In hindsight, the jump wasn't about conquering fear. It was about discovering that many of the things we dread become less intimidating once we face them. And just like approaching someone, taking that leap can be incredibly rewarding. So take the risk. You might find it's more worthwhile than you imagined. Now, just in case you want to watch another video, definitely check out my video about how hobbies can save you from wasting your life. And then I say we see each other in the next one. Bye.